And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Why the fuck I keep getting the fucking ball?
Here we go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He picks one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, that's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Bro, get the fuck.
It's Gallup, touchdown Cowboys.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to
injury. Who was leaving
for? Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They ain't playing, but it's like every time somebody throw a ball, I really can't do shit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
I wanted to do it, but since I got McIntosh, I was like, nah,
then they would have
ain't
gained
no
with
point.
the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. extra point by Patterson.
Oh.
And we are tied at 7.
All these trades.
So all even at
Ain't
7
nobody
now as they kick it
started
away.
over nothing. What you? I have no clue where it is.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
I put Rashawn Gary out there, but it's going to be quick response.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Boy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Prescott on first down.
Sack his ass, coach.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard
Eagles, I done asked for
line.
him. At least you got that response. I ain't getting nothing.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Interception,
Tries to
nigga.
force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Or
There's one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go back to Pollard on second down.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now some movement before the snap.
Take
and
that.
We'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught at the 7-yard line.
Oh.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
No, he's going to throw some underneath.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pollard looking for
They're trying to win the touchdown. All that bullshit,
shy
man.
of the goal line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Pollard again. And I don't think he got it. He did not.
That
They
nigga
mark
back.
him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Pick! Oh, my fucking...
So, but that's gonna wind up.
Oh, that's an interception defense.
3rd and goal. Let's see what
Oh,
they do
they're
on
killing
4th
me.
and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the
They're killing
idea
me.
that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their
that's an
pocket.
interception.
They're going to have to call it right
Wow,
now. No field
wow,
goal here.
wow.
They'll run forward with Pollard.
Let's go.
He's not going to get in.
Woohoo,
They stop
defensive
him at the
stand.
run. They stop him up
I ain't even
short on
putting
4th
up in
and
the
goal
run.
from the
Ooh.
1. And the Jaguars are able
Crazy,
to come up with
got
a
it.
goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front,
This nigga
they won the
12 and
battle of
1.
leverage and created the push
Get it.
back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to
time you
go
should've
or
put
20
Zeke in that
yards to go on
motherfucker
4th
that
down, now
time.
you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Got a little breathing room. Got a little breathing room. Might sneak out these, sneaking these off now.
A give running right, ETN. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. And
Trevor Lawrence, you can't fucking throw.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, Ridley. Burn him. Burn him, Ridley.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony
Roughing the passes.
Barrow.
Give it to him, please.
Yes.
Holding.
Of the football. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Sack. Let's go.
And the Jags get to him.
Get him. Get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's
Get
first
him.
sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up
Get
in
him.
so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on first down, Prescott.
Pick. Right back to me, nigga. Tyson Campbell, let's go. Take that shit back.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. So consecutive interceptions.
12 and 1. I ain't believing it. But I'm ass. You gotta be a fraud, buddy.
The defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are
I
really
am
catching it?
completely
Their
ass.
coaching staff is avoiding these turnovers that we've seen
he
earlier.
playing right now.
I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Dumbass. Touch me. You better stay at that safety spot.
Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
Make a fade, bro.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
And Prescott his
Another
interception.
Another one for Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Oh, he fucking up.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
And that's going
That
to
was a
be
good throw.
incomplete.
I mean, that was
Good effort there, trying to
Good
take a
route.
shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
just gonna sit in there all day. Didn't know you were.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 45 on second down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that's his primary target.
I don't think so.
Called
I
that?
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice
That's
game.
crazy.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First down, Prescott. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Prescott now.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
Yeah.
It's a big trick.
Pick that
Don't
off.
let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Oh, good.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Quick little pass.
Damiere Byrd as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
I fuck around and throw one good pass. You fuck.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
The slot man in motion right. From the 36, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. That one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got his man, it's Fehoko.
How's that nigga line blocking like that? The running back going out for a pass. Ain't no
nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Ooh,
over the middle, complete.
That almost got picked.
That's Bird.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And again, it's Prescott. On the left side,
He's
Gallup's got it.
He throwing in
And the
between some
Cowboys are
shit.
going to have a 1st and goal as the
He is
tackle is
throwing
made
in
at
between
about the
some
5.
shit. Damn. I'm talking about.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I just need one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
You know I play Browns. I don't know. You know that's not no game in a week now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
ETN up the middle.
First down.
4 yards the
this is a
pickup,
clean
1st
back.
down.
Oh,
I
that's
just think a
bluffing you
major
doing,
focus
nigga.
of the halftime
You
makes
gonna
that
blitz,
be
you gonna
figuring out
blitz.
how to
You
create
ain't, you
space
ain't.
for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me
Look
at
at him. Now
half,
he in
seems
that-
accurate. That
now
line
he in
has
that
struggled to
bullshit.
sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
And now here's another interception.
Damn it, Trevor. You fucked me up with that pass right there. Fuck.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Yeah,
And he'll be
nigga.
hit as
Ain't no
he
one that can
releases
blitz.
it, and that'll fall
Shut up out
incomplete.
of here, boy.
His back has been a dependable
Get
safety
up outta
valve
here.
all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And that'll be
And I can't get no interception.
And he's going
The
to
fuck
come
was
in
that?
3 yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Stupid.
A gain of 8 there
That's
on
some
the
bullshit.
play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Some
I thought
bullshit.
maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Let's see what we gonna call.
complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Prescott looks to throw on first.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that is caught.
Out of bounds. Let's go. Let's touch and go, nigga.
I see the surprise.
Get out of bounds.
There, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and run for it.
No!
And he's going to have a first down as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
On the
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
What the fuck was that, Lawrence?
Incomplete.
This
Trying to
nigga
dial up
just
the long one way out there, but it'll be
lost.
3rd
Got
down.
Lawrence rattled.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential
Lawrence.
deep shots.
Lawrence
And
has
probably
rattled,
not the
bro.
last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quit in this game. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Now Lawrence.
Forced out to his
Boy,
left.
he looked up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
Boy.
And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
What I be saying, bro? How he locking down?
Here we go.
Mercy.
Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And my goodness,
See what I'm
another
saying? How he
interception.
locking down my receivers, but I do the
And
same.
now the rookie's free.
Motherfuckers
And he
getting burnt.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
CD Lamb. He done picked them off twice. I done picked them off 2 times. I just ain't no pass rush. Like, the nigga just sitting in the pocket. Like, I done sent blitzes.
So they'll get another
sacked
shot
him
on
maybe
offense
one
following
time.
that pick 6, and now the kick
He
is
just
away.
sitting in that motherfucking pocket.
Fielded just outside the goal
And
line.
then they owe me some interceptions.
And not much
They owe me
happening
some
on the
interceptions,
return as
too,
we
now.
Get this to about the 23.
Mind you, he catching his little fuck shit. But they owe me some interceptions.
The Jacksonville
Not
offense
really
set
that
to
good
begin their
either,
next
like.
drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
At their own 23.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6.
Pryor has it complete.
Exactly, nigga.
And
You
he
gonna
gets
cover
this one
vertical.
just shy of the
you
40.
gonna
They'll
cover?
mark him down at the 39.
Oh, we finna fuck him up. Man. Finna fuck him up. Oh, got him.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap.
Oh, bro, y'all it's taking too long to hike the ball.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dewan Smoke getting in there, recording the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Now I get
passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A first down throw for Prescott.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did.
Oh.
But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tardarius Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead out now to 25. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's
incomplete. You should be picking that Tyson
attack, even though that one was incomplete. He's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That is caught at the 7.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception.
On that foot. I know you're doing it.
And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Lawrence from his end zone.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get
How are you not intercepting this sorry shit right there?
That's being tested right here.
How you ain't intercepting that, bro?
Third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final
That shit
timeout.
sorry.
So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Prescott.
Oh, Lord.
And give him another
picked the ball off the
6.
first
It's
time.
caught for a touchdown, and the blowout
He's just sitting in
continues.
that pocket,
Well,
too.
partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look at me. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after it.
That nigga better thank God for YouTube, boy.